My name is Jordan Pearson. I'm from Torbay in Devon. I've been a youth worker, I've been a support worker, and I've even ran my own community centre. And throughout those journeys, I've met so many ordinarily kind people that don't get the recognition that they deserve. So this is my attempt to recognise them. I think kindness is within all of us. It costs nothing to be kind, but it probably means the most. We're looking for kind people that are passionate about what they do and really trying to make a huge difference in their community. These people are the backbone of our society, giving one thing that you can't get more of: their time. In this series, my friend Rach from Part-Time Working Mummy joins me as we travel up and down the country in our search for ordinary kindness. This week, me and Rach find ourselves a little closer to home, in the English Riviera, Torbay. We've come to Foxholes housing estate, one of the most deprived in the area. Right in the heart of the estate is the Crafty Fox Café, a community-led drop-in centre for anyone who fancies a cuppa and a chance to get a bit creative.
Crafty Fox, basically, in a nutshell, is a safe space for people to come and just have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and a piece of cake if they want it, or a chat. And it just feels like a home from home.
It's very much a community-led cafe, and I don't think there's that many proper community-led cafes probably in the country. So the community were left to make the decisions. I was there just to give them a little bit of support and confidence, and keep telling them, yes, you can do it. And I think because they were able to get their teeth really into decisions, it became almost like a home, a family to them, and they became really, really passionate.
It's a help hub with a cafe to make people feel comfortable and safe in a space.
People are lonely. It's a very deprived area. People need something like this so that they can socialise, because otherwise they can't. And a lot of people can't afford the bus fare to go into town, and so they can just pop in here and be greeted by a smile, unless it's too early in the morning, in which case, forget it. But they feel safe and they can talk to us and they trust us.
It felt as if I was quite isolated for a long time. But then volunteering took over and I didn't feel so isolated. And there were people there that, could become friends and not just an acquaintance in the passing. My first day as a volunteer, it was really nice. I got to know so many people. After being here, living in this area for about 8 years and knowing nobody, I knew so many people by the end of that day. So it was lovely for me as well. And I realised then that a lot of help is needed in this area. And so I pushed forward with that and did more volunteering. I've made a lot of friends through volunteering, which has been really nice. And it's a comfort on a dark winter evening when you're sitting by yourself and there's nothing much on the telly. And you just look forward to those days where, you can get out and about, and the next day when you can perhaps go and help somebody else.
Sometimes it takes people 3 or 4 walk pasts.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. How do you entice people in? Because I find that
smile.
People, yeah.
You just smile. And you just let them know that, sometimes you give them a wave and they'll wave back. But it's word of mouth, A neighbour maybe will say, oh, come down the Crafty Fox, and they come down. there's a lot of ways. The doctor's surgery, the doctor's amazing. He works quite closely with us and he will refer people to us. He just has been so supportive.
That's incredible, because I think that that's really helpful when you go to the doctors. We work with a lot of women that actually don't need any, they've not really got any complex needs where they need massive intervention. It's just the loneliness. And I think what COVID has caused is just an awful isolation where I think so many people are just struggling to get out of that now.
Yeah, and I think it's going to take us a while to get back up to full speed because of that. People have been isolated. I had to isolate.
Yeah.
Because I've got COPD. So I was in isolation myself and I know what it was like.
Yeah.
I was pulling my hair out.
Yeah.
But you get to a point where you've isolated for so long that you have real concerns about going back into society again.
Yeah, how you're going to cope. And how did you manage throughout COVID with being closed? Did you still keep in touch with the people? Or?
Yes, we did a lot of phone buddy system. We had a phone buddy system going on. And also we turned this place into a food bank.
Oh, wow.
So it was being used as a food bank.
Yeah.
For the time that we had lockdown.
During lockdown, we changed overnight from the cafe and hub into a food bank and helped an awful lot of people. And I mean an awful lot of people through that. They were desperate times for so many. From the day after everything shut down, we got heaps of stuff delivered, piled it all up into the cafe in sections, and there's 2 or 3 girls in the cafe every day packing bags. This was before the government was sending out food parcels. It was before the government had given people any money. It was before the Food Alliance had been set up. It was before any of that. So they packed up bags. We had put out to please get in touch if you need us. And they did. And they packed bags and I delivered them. So I try and I'd make my day as easy as possible by going in the same direction for as many as I could do, and then come back and then go in that direction with the ones that...
And you do that, what, Monday to Friday?
Monday to Friday, sometimes Saturday, and sometimes we had emergencies on Sunday as well. So I was doing that for 7 days a week.
Probably doing about 100 miles a week.
More, I would say, yeah. Yeah, possibly. But it didn't matter. It was just giving help to those people who were desperate. And they were desperate because it had come down on everybody so quickly. So, yeah, they were very desperate. There's some people out there, mums with young children, and they had nothing in their cupboards. They were desperate for baby milk. They were desperate for nappies. They were desperate for all sorts of things for their children. So we just went and got it. And I took it to them. For a community that really doesn't have very much at all. They knew that we were there and they knew what we were doing and they wanted to help in their way. And that was fine too. Anyway, is a good thing. So we didn't necessarily see people as such, but they came, they left things on the doorstep. They just put money in the pot on the open doorway. And that was enough, that was more than enough. But it was an amazing thing to see and to be part of. People's kindness was just amazing.
What's been the best moment for you being at Crafty Fox?
I think personally, just for me, it was setting up the DASH project, which is a men's group. DASH stands for depression, anxiety, self-harm, suicide. I was becoming more aware and more concerned about the rising levels of suicide in men because they don't talk.
No.
So it took me a little while to get it going. And we don't get big numbers, but we are getting men through the door, and the doctor surgery refer people to us, and it's working.
Yeah.
Why is that so close to your heart? I feel that there. You feel really passionate about that.
Because my daughter-in-law once found my son on a railway track, waiting for the next train.
You feel determined to make a difference with that?
Well, that's what the Crafty Fox is here for anyway, but yes.
Yeah. For you to keep coming as a volunteer, as a committee member, as a trustee, to keep devoting your time, is it small little reasons like that in your life that you kept going, sometimes when maybe the Crafty Fox can be quite hard?
No, it's fun. I like it. I mean, there are days when you go, just like when you're in a job you love, there are days when you think, oh, really?
Not today.
Yeah. But no, it's fun.
Yeah.
And people trust us, and it's good to get that feedback that we are a trusted, I'm going to say member of society, because of Crafty Fox is a member of Foxholes society.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
You can become, as we all know, through these tricky times, you can become a little insular again because you're so wary of taking those steps back out. So we've opened up again, and we're running the groups to try and help those people to come out again. And they are coming, slowly but surely.
The Crafty Fox Café is the only venue in the whole estate that offers a space where people can come and have a good old chinwag, keep their hands busy, and have affordable drinks and snacks. We were visiting on a Tuesday morning, which has become known for hosting the latest crafty craze. And the new thing on the block is wood burning. Chopping boards for Christmas seem to be today's focus. Community hubs like these are few and far between these days, and it takes the collective effort of kind local people to keep them running.
I just know that communities can be made better, and they're not made better by necessarily local government or central government. The changes are made by local people, and that's why I want to try and speak to as many people locally as possible and let them know that they can do it, they can get involved. And I think that's what makes me want to get up every day and do this job. It's just so rewarding. I never know what's going to happen. It's unpredictable. You have your ups and your downs, but I mean, when I come back, I'm not involved with this every day, because with community builders, you help the community to do something, then you step back. But I do visit quite often, and I mean, just coming to have a look to see what goes on in here. It's so worth all of the effort to try and get this up and running at the beginning, and the community are just taking it forward.
If you ask a community what they want, they will tell you. The Crafty Fox Café is providing a space of togetherness in a time of increasing isolation. It shows a complicated problem can have a simple solution. A cup of coffee and a welcoming smile is sometimes all that's needed. To find out more, go to ordinarykindness.co.uk, or to donate, click on the Just Giving page and type Ordinary Kindness.
Everybody's got a gift to bring to make their lives better and help other people as well. And I think there's kindness there in everybody, but some people need to find it harder than others.